Here with Drexel coach Bruiser Flint. Next to him is Gerald Coles. Next to me, Sammy Givens. Start with a comment from Coach Flint on the win. Open up for some questions.
Let's go ahead with the questions. I'm not one of
Go to questions. Raise your hand and we'll bring the mic around.
Brew, how does it feel to get a win here? It's been a little while.
You know, they don't treat me good down here in Virginia, so, you know, it's always good. Get to stay an extra night. My sister and my mom was like, yo, buddy, should we bring more clothes this year or what? So, but now it was good, you know. Guy played well. We made a little sticky at the end, but, yeah, we played good.
Did you want to have more of an emphasis on the inside game in the second half? It
No,
looked
not
like the
necessarily.
strategy.
I mean, I think we passed the ball inside anyway. We're not a three-point shooting team. So, I mean, we got the ball inside because that's what we do, and that's what we wanted to do.
We were just talking about the interior play in the second half, Sammy. You seemed, especially like you came out as a different guy there at a halftime. I think you had like 10 points and 6 boards in that 10-minute stretch where you kind of, you know, it was like a 22-9 run. You know, was it one of those you didn't want to go home again for the third straight year?
I'm sure nobody wants to go home, but you know, I started getting on the roll, and my teammates found me. You know, Gerald and Franz do a good job of looking in the post every time. G and Derek Thomas. So once one of our post players get on the roll and get that feeling that they can dominate, I think our guards do a good job of giving us the ball.
And G, same thing, but you know, you've gone home too these past few years. But that three-pointer, walk me through that play. I mean, that was the potentially the game-saving play with like a 2.5 left.
As the clock was winding down, I knew we had to get a bucket soon. And like Sammy said a pick for me, and I came off. I had a one-on-one. I just knew I was going to make the shot, and I took it and went in.
Shot clock was expiring, and I mean, that was a floater from about 25 feet. You knew you were going to make that.
Yeah, I felt like I could make it, and it went in.
And Brew, was that a no?
If
Yes.
you watch our games, he shoots that every time, and I scream at him and watch the tape. Dude, stop shooting that shot. But, you know, as we say, that's his patent. So he shoots that every time. I'm ready to kill him, but he does it. He's been doing it for 4 years. So we show it to him on tape every single time he does it, too. Gee, here you go with your patented fade away with the shot clock running down. He made one. Thanks. He made one.
Did you try anything differently? Second half, you shot 65%. They had to get out of their zone, obviously, early in the second half. Just attacking the basket a little bit more?
No, we just screened the zone and opened up a little bit more. We're a little tentative in what we were doing, so we just screened the zone a little bit, and we ran just a little bit different play. That was all. We thought we could get the ball. We just were a little bit too tentative. You know, we always talk about things we like to do to attack the zone, and we just weren't doing it in the first half. So we just really ran something different and screened on it a little bit, that's all.
And Brew, what is it? I'm sure you were thinking about this the last couple days after the last game with Towson. What is it about this team that just gives you guys fits, it seems?
I don't know. I mean, you know, one of the things that gets me about the games that we play against them is we always get a comfortable lead. One is you can't shoot 19 for 33 from the foul line. If that's the case, the game doesn't get to where it is. But we did. So then you got to give them credit. Them guys made some tough shots at the end of the game when they needed them. Some fadeaway threes, you know what I mean? They got a couple fouls, too. They make their foul shots, so at the end of the game. So, you know, that made the game a little bit closer than we wanted it to be. But, you know, they knew what they were doing. But 3 minutes ago, they start fouling us. You know what I mean? They did. Literally, 3 minutes ago, they just start fouling us. So they were like, look, they're not a good foul shooting team. Make them win the game from the line.
Bruiser, can you talk about what makes Sammy at 6'5" such an effective rebounder and inside player?
He all right. I mean, you know, he has great instincts, does. All my rebounders that I've had, and I've had some really good ones, have great instincts. And he has great instincts. It's not like we practice boxing out. We're not a team that practice boxing out a lot. But the kid has great instincts. And, you know, he's always been a big guy, although he's little. So, you know, he does a good job of being clever around the basket. You know, I played against his dad. His dad shot it better than him. but he played the same way. And, you know, he learned well from his father. Got to give it to him. But his dad can shoot from 15 feet. Sammy can't.
Coach, can you talk about playing VCU in the next round? Obviously, they want to get back at you after what you did to them last time you were here in Richmond.
I mean, you know, we're playing at VCU pretty much. So, you know, we've had two. I mean, actually, the score in both games is 112, 112. So the games have been pretty even, been evenly fought. We know that those guys we know they're gonna pressure us, and you know, we just gotta be ready to play. That both games have come down to the last couple of minutes. They've been very tight, so we know what we're in store for.
You know it's always going to be a tough battle. Those guys always come mentally prepared to play us. You know, they pressure us all game long, and, you know, it's a dogfight, so we just got to come ready to battle.
To either of the players, what did you guys do last time against VCU that you'll take into this game? I guess you have the formula to beat them.
Well, we defended and rebounded as we usually do. And we closed the game out pretty well. We made plays at the end of the game that help us close the game out. We got to do that next time.
Brew, going 4-4 is hard enough as it is, trying to make the run through it, but having to do tomorrow's game in what this environment's going to be, I mean, how much just more, I don't know, pressure is the word, but I mean, just how much more difficult will it make it having to go through that road?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the schedule breaks out. We got to play VCU. You know, we got to play them down the street from their school. They're going to have a good crowd. But, I mean, that's what happens. I mean, you got to be ready for the next game if you're talking about winning it. So it's all about the next game. Let's get ready to play VCU. We know what we're getting ourselves into. We know what type of environment it's going to be. We're not crazy. So we played down there at the Siegel Center. It was a tough game. We lost. So, you know, we just got to be ready. That's all.
Can you talk about the contributions from Darte Ruffin? He 12 boards for you and 8 points off the bench. I mean, he's sort of done that for you all year, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's done that all season. And he would have had another double-double. We'd have made some foul shots. But they were a little crazy today. But, I mean, the kids played that way all year. He's rebounded the ball. He scored for us around the basket. He had a great freshman season. You know, both our freshmen have played really well for us. I think that's a big reason why we're 21-9, because those guys have played older than probably they really are, and they played big for us. And you know, he played again today. Hurt his shoulder a little bit. I actually shouldn't even have put him back in the game. Should have left him out. He hurt his shoulder actually early in the week, and it showed. But I mean, he's played like that. He and Franz, they've played great. They played great for us all year. I don't know. Did you hear it in practice? No, not today. He was hurt before that. But I don't know if he heard it in practice or not. He told me he slept on it wrong when we were practicing at Temple. But it hasn't come around yet, you know. So, and he got hit in the game. He got hit in the game today.